we're going to go over example related to population proportion. Our goal is to build the confidence interval for population proportion. Very good. So let's take a look at the example here. The example says we had a survey. In a survey of of 498 US adults, 71% think that teenagers are more dangerous drivers. Question says, well, now with the following information, construct a 99% confidence interval. When we are building a confidence interval, we need to follow some important steps. The very first step, step 1, is to identify the point estimate. What is the point estimate? What is P hat? P hat is defined as 71% in this example. 71% or 0.71. Since we're eventually going to use our calculator, we can convert this into x divided by n and find x value as well. In step 2, we need to find the critical value. So we're going to use the level of confidence, which is denoted by C, 99%, to find what? To find the critical value, ZC. Z sub C. Okay, we're going to use our calculator. Okay, so take a look at this. It says, hey, 99% of the area is given to us, 99%. So the 99% of the area is just located here. We want to know what are Z values. One of them is positive, the other one is negative. For the next step, we're going to use the positive Z value. So we're going to use our calculator. As you remember, since we have the area, it means that we need to use inverse norm. So turn on your calculator, click on second, then bars. Second bars, and find inverse norm. Inverse norm. Okay, after clicking on inverse norm, the area is 99%, 0.99. Mean for standard normal distribution is 0, and standard deviation or sigma is 1. Very good. So take a look. If your calculator has the tail, you need to select the center. Paste the z value, or in this case, the critical value is 2.576. So ZC is 2.576. Now I'm allowed to go to the next step, step 3. In the third step, I need to find the margin of error. Margin of error is denoted by E, which is equal to ZC times the square root of P hat times 1 minus P hat divided by N. Do I have all of these information? Yes. E is equal to ZC. I already found ZC. 2.576 times the square root of P hat. Do I have P hat? I have P hat, which is 0.71. 1 minus P hat, 1 minus 0.71 divided by N. The sample size is 498. Now I'm going to use my calculator to approximate this number. It's going to be approximately 0.052. Well, now that I have the margin of error, I can go to step 4 and actually find the confidence interval CI, which is defined as P hat minus margin of error, P hat plus the margin of error in open interval. Well, since we approximated the margin of error, let us use approximation here. P hat, 71%, 0.71, minus the margin of error that you calculated here, 0.052, comma, P hat, which is 71%, plus the margin of error, which is 0.052. So the confidence interval, that way, let me write it here, is going to be approximately 0.658, comma, 0.762. Well, what's the meaning of that? The conclusion is that we are 99% confident that the population proportion of US adults who think teenagers are more dangerous drivers is in between 65.8% and 76.2%. Well, how do I verify these numbers? Is there any way I can use my calculator to check? Luckily for us, we can use our calculator to check that we have a correct confidence interval or not. Let's use our calculator. When you're using your calculator, turn on your calculator, click on Stat, and go to Tests. Stat, then Tests. In the tests, you need to find one proportion Z interval. One proportion Z interval. Once you click on that, you need to enter some information for X and the level of confidence and so on. Well, what is X? To find X, we need to go back to the definition of P hat. P hat was defined as X divided by N, am I right? But P hat was given to us in this question, 71% or 0.71. On the right-hand side, I don't know how many adults actually said yes. I know how many we had, 498, but how many said yes? I don't know. That guy is my X value. So now you need to find your X value. X is 0.71 times 498. So let's do the calculation and see what do we have. X for the number of people who said yes is about 353 people. Okay, so I'm going to enter 353. And the number of people in my survey, 498. And the level of confidence is 99%. So X, N, which is 498, and the confidence level, which is 99%, 0.99. Now let's do the calculation. As you can see, the calculator also calculated the interval for me. 0.656, which is very close, comma 0.76 and 1. So the calculator verifies that our computation is correct.